I've had a lot of people say to me that they think I'm doing a disservice to my viewers by showing these really expensive trucks. And I don't know why people are saying that, because all I'm doing is just showing you what's available for inventory. And if you're in the market to buy a truck, you can buy it. But if you're not, you don't have to. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if the pricing on these new trucks are so bad that people should 100% be skipping them. Now, before we get started, I want to remind you guys who are calling me out on something. I've always said, never build your trucks like this. This is a 2026 Ford F-350 Lariat. It has every single option available for Lariat. And I'm not joking. All the packages that you could get and just about every option that most people would want is on this truck. It's $100,000. I've told you guys time and time again, don't do that. You're better off spending a few $1,000s more and just getting a platinum truck. Let me see if I can find one here. See, these are all platinum pluses, so I'm not really trying to show those. But I'm willing to bet you can get a trimmer platinum for about the same cost, if not a couple thousand, maybe 3,000 more. And I keep telling people, don't do that. Always look at both trim levels, because a lot of features come standard on the platinum, and there's a few things you can't get on the Lariat. So you're better off paying a little bit more, because I think resale value with all those options is going to tank. A lot of times the only things that really get taken into account, the trimmer package definitely will. That's a very popular package, so that will give you some resale value. Also, fifth wheel prep package gives you resale value. But I will admit, things like wheel well liners, you're going to lose that money. Black appearance, that's $4,300. You're going to lose that money for sure. And sadly, with Ford trucks, you can't get the bumpers painted unless you get that package. So yeah, twin panel, that's hit or miss. Sometimes that does add a little bit of value. But yeah, the max recline seats are going to tank in value. And I would venture to say even these ultimate and premium packages are not going to add a lot of value at resale value. So you're going to lose a lot of money on trucks like that. So I'll show you what they have it priced at online here. But what I want to show you guys is this really nice 2022 Ford F-350. It has the trimmer package. It's a Lariat. And again, I have done videos on used trucks, and I kind of stopped doing it because, I don't think people really care, right? A lot of times people are looking for newer trucks, so I don't want to waste my time showing you used trucks if nobody's really watching those videos. But it's right over here. I will admit, this is a really nice truck. It looks like it has new tires, although it's very possible this truck doesn't have that many miles on it. So it shows here 43,318 miles, iconic silver. And this was the last year of this body style. I love the fact that it has the fender flares, and as I mentioned, it has that trimmer package. Here's a quick peek at the rear. By the way, I don't know if you guys remember, they gave you LED license plate lights on these trucks. For whatever reason, they took that away for the 23 plus trucks for like pretty much every trim except the platinum, and at the time the limited. Now this truck does have smart key system, security code at that time. It came standard on these higher trims. This one also has the power deployable running boards. And let's go ahead and step inside. I will admit, this truck is really well taken care of. Whoever owned it didn't have the tilt headrest, by the way. They took really good care of this truck, and I'm really shocked. With almost 50,000 miles, I would probably be in the market for something like this if you want to save money. But let's just see, is it really saving money if you're buying this truck? Now I'm on Ken Garff's website here, and they show the truck at $61,343. Okay, as you guys saw the miles, it's a, I guess you say that this is a 4-year-old truck. And when it was brand new, let's see what it shows for the window sticker. It's a brand new truck. It was $83,905. Now the only options it had back then was, of course, the Power Stroke for $10,495. Also, it has the Lariat Sport Appearance Package, which pretty much paints those bumpers. And the trimmer package back then was $4,375. I want to say it's the exact same price it is today. Now, it does have the power running boards for $995, rapid heat, and engine block heater, fifth wheel hitch prep. Has the LED headlights, because remember, that was an option back then. But I will say, these are the premium LED headlights. Rain sensing wipers was a standalone option, and I'll try to show all this to you guys too. But yeah, it has a lot of nice features. Ultimate package was $38.45. Now, base price of this truck back then was $58,900. And remember, it didn't have LED headlights, things like that, so you had to opt for just a few things here as standalones. But regardless of it, you're not buying a brand new truck this cheap. But here's what you have to understand. This truck is still over $60,000. That's a lot of money. And remember, it is used, so it's going to have its wear and tear, right? Also, that 3-year, 36,000 mile warranty is gone. You don't have that anymore. And I'm sure most of you guys understand, if you're looking to buy a used truck, you're not looking for it to be perfect. So yeah, you're going to have some dings and dents. I'm pretty sure you can probably talk the dealership into getting this fixed. Not saying they'll do it for free, but I'm pretty sure they'll be willing to, look into how much it would cost to get that repaired. There's a few dings and dents on the side of the truck here, but overall, I would say this truck is in near perfect condition for a pickup, because normally they do have a lot of, flaws, because people typically use them for what they're supposed to. Towing, hauling, etc. Now, as I mentioned, the 3 of 36 warranty is pretty much up. The powertrain warranty back then was still 5 years, 100,000 miles. So if someone's in the market, they do still have a little bit of protection. But one thing I've always told people is this: who owned this truck before you, and how well do they maintain the emissions equipment? See, if I were buying this truck, because I'd be using it for off-road purposes only, I would probably go ahead and do a weight loss program on this truck, because I don't want to deal with the issues that this truck may have in the future. And you guys know the Banks catalog would be going on for sure. I would get those boost tubes for sure. That'd be the first thing I do, plus that cold air intake. And only because a lot of people are concerned about warranty anyways, although those things can affect your warranty. Now, if you do weight loss program, yes, that's going to affect your warranty. And because this truck is pretty much out of warranty at this point, I don't know what the in-service date is, but I'm willing to bet you that warranty might be up this year, because this could have been purchased back in 2021, that's 2022, and therefore it probably is within its last year for that warranty. So yes, when I do my videos on new trucks, some people like the idea of just starting fresh. I've bought used cars in the past, and I've had good luck with them. I've also had really bad luck with used cars. And when you're buying these emission controlled trucks, you just don't know what you're going to get. Did this truck get idled a lot? Is the main reason why they traded it in because it did have some issues that kept coming up? Because this is a really nice pickup. They took good care of it. I would venture to say that you probably won't have any issues with this truck, so long as you do all the maintenance and make sure all the maintenance that was supposed to be done on the truck is done, like the fuel filters, obviously your intake system. But yeah, I would venture to say you would be pretty reluctant to have any issues with this truck based off of how the appearance of it is. This is my final, and it's a good one. 2020 Ford F-250 Lariat has 84,701 miles, 6 years old, right? Has 85,000 miles, and it's pretty well equipped. It has like the Lariat value package on it from back then, has the sport package, which gives it the nice wheels, painted bumpers, and a few other things. This truck was $74,725 when it was brand spanking new. And this is kind of before the boom, which is why I'm doing this video. This one right now is $48,425 here at King Garff. Okay? So it's actually a reasonable price truck. Now, it doesn't have new tires. It does have some wear on these running boards, which you should expect. And on the front end, you see right there, this is the negative about buying painted bumpers, which is why I always PPF mine. You can also see this one has the premium lights. This truck has no warranty. So if you're buying this truck or you're looking to finance it, you're rolling the dice on something like this. And this is the main reason why I think buying brand new does make more sense for some people. And you don't know why the person traded in. Did it have any issues at the time they traded in? I think the biggest issue is people don't have a good understanding of inflation. Some people might say that the black Ford F-350 that was $99,295. By the way, that truck discount is $91,795. $7,500 discount. It's 2026. But yeah, some people would say that truck should be 70 grand. When in fact, back in 2020, a middle of the road Lariat without a trimmer package was $75,000. So if you added that and the twin panel and a few other things, that truck would have been probably closer to 83 to 85 grand. Even the silver 2022 didn't have a twin panel roof on it. But yes, even 6 years later, that truck is still worth $50,000. Now, some people might say, well, that truck should be worth 20 to 25 grand. And I'm like, well, how are you getting your numbers? See, if you were to buy that truck back in, 2020, would you let it go for $20 to $25,000? Probably not. You probably would want to get all the money for it. So you gotta have the mindset the same for the new trucks too. And here's what I'll tell you. If I were the guy trading in that blue Ford F-250 and I was really, really concerned about the pricing of these new trucks, what I would do is I would just add a diesel option. I would order my truck, add just the diesel option, and I would be in this truck for as close as I could get to that 2020. And guess what? That 2020 still wouldn't have some of the features that this truck has today. So I hope this video was helpful. I think that what you have to understand about this channel is for entertainment purposes, number one, but number two, it is to help people with their research for payload capacity, and obviously to kind of get an idea what has changed on these trucks. That way you can go back and watch my videos from 2026 and 2025 and 2024 and compare them. And some guys do that. Sometimes people will watch older videos just to see what the Lariats had back then compared to what they have today. So yeah, I think that if you're offended by my videos because you think I'm trying to force people to buy trucks, I've never told anybody to do anything. If you're in the market, then you're in the market. I think most people find my videos helpful, so that's why they watch them. So if you find that these videos are affecting you and your finances, then stop watching them. I wouldn't watch it either. So hope you guys enjoyed it. See you guys soon.